This is Amanda and Dylan. I'm Amanda from Hammersmith. This is Dylan from Purina Green. He's our nutritionist here. He comes and visits us every 6 weeks. He does a lot of good things for us. So Dylan, why don't you tell everyone what you do?
Yeah, so hi everybody, I'm Dylan with Purina Animal Nutrition. As Amanda said, I am their local contact who comes out and helps them with their nutritional advice. I come out probably every 6 weeks. I think I've been working with you guys for about, I don't know, 3 years now, maybe. So when I first came out here, we first looked at Kota Bear here, who is, how old is Kota?
He's almost 34.
Almost 34. So a couple years ago, Kota was in a pretty rough shape. Obviously he's a senior horse, so he was struggling quite a bit. And he was kind of our first case study here on the farm at Hammersmith. Doug, the owner, said, hey, we could really use some help. We have this senior horse, you know, let's take a look at him. So we looked at Kota. Kota was probably a body score of probably a 2, maybe a 2.5, and it's not like they weren't feeding him, they were. He was just having a really hard time digesting fiber. So we made the decision to put him on a senior grain, Purina Equine Senior, and what's he on now? About
he gets 9 pounds a day.
9 pounds a day in 3 different meals, correct?
Yep, 3
and
3.
One of the other things we did, and Kota was one of the first horses we did it with on the farm, was we switched him to an all hay cube diet.
Yes.
So here on Cape Cod in Massachusetts, forage is very expensive, and finding good quality, consistent forage is also very difficult.
Yes.
You know, it varies from load to load. You know, we've had a lot of rain this year. This winter will be very hard to have good forage. So the first thing we did with Kota and a couple other senior horses was put them on an all hay cubes short stem forage diet. So Amanda has the task of making up the hay cubes every day and all of the grain and making sure they eat it in a couple different meals a day. And just recently, actually, what was that, about maybe 6 weeks ago, we transitioned the whole barn here, all the horses, onto hay cube diets instead of long stem forage. It's just more consistent. The horses really enjoy it. As you can see, they all look really good. I mean, Kota's a great example. So I come every 6 weeks and we go over the hay cubes, how much each horse is getting, and then also grain. Right, so we look at every single horse, their weight, their body condition. Amanda tells me if there's any changes happening with them, and basically we adjust their feed. The main 2 feeds here are Purina Equine Senior and Purina Impact Professional Performance for some of the younger, more active horses. But basically, that's what we do, and nutrition plays a really important role in the program here on the farm.
It's made a huge difference with all of the horses. Even my horse Jagger that I ride all the time and train, when I first started working with him, I had major problems with gaining top line for him, and now he has nice full top line, big round hind end, big strong shoulders and chest, and he looks like a completely different horse. And Kota here, I mean, we really thought that we were going to lose him for a little bit because he just was really struggling all around. I mean, his eyes were super goopy, his coat was just not healthy at all, and now, I mean, he's always alert, he's happy to see everyone, he is the first one to make a bunch of noise at feeding time. But it's really amazing, you know, what taking the time to working with a professional does, because we really, with some of our guys, we were trying everything that we knew to do to put the weight on them, and it just wasn't giving them the nutrition that they needed, or they weren't able to access it correctly. So Dylan has really helped us out a lot.
Yeah, so this is just a great example of, you know, a farm using all of their resources that they have to make sure they have happy, healthy horses, and that's what they have here at Hammersmith Farm. So thanks guys for working with me and taking good care of your horses.
Yes, we highly recommend that you contact Purina and find a nutritionist near you, because it has made a huge difference, and all of our horses are definitely a lot more healthy and happy, and thankfully we don't have a lot of incidents of stomach upset or colic or anything like that, so it's put us on a really good path.
Yeah, thanks.